Happy Father's Day. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited about it because God, through the revelation of grace, He showed me who the Father God really is. And so He took me to the Gospels where Jesus says this: when you see me, Philip, he was talking to, you see the Father. And so God began to touch my heart that, it says in Colossians 1 that Jesus is the image of the invisible God. Jesus said, I can do nothing on my own. I only do what I see my Father do, and I only say what my Father says. So, as I began to go through the Gospels and as I would see Jesus, I would see this is who the Father really is. I mean, when He went in the heat of the day, sat at the well waiting for a Samaritan who was hated in the Jews. And she had been married 5 times, now living with somebody, but He sat there to set her free from her prison of addiction and to give her value that day. Oh, when Jesus crossed that lake and He went to that man that was full of legions and that he had terrorized the city and he was chained to a tombstone naked, Jesus went there and with compassion set him free that he could now live a normal life. Jesus, the word says, raised the dead. He healed everyone that came to Him, and He set the captives free. He opened the blind eyes. He set those free that couldn't hear, and the lame to walk. He set people from disease and sickness. Oh my goodness, you see Him going down the path where Zacchaeus is up in the tree. And He calls him down and says, I'm going to your house today. He was the worst of the worst sinners. And Jesus set him free that day from greed. Jesus fed the 5,000, probably more than 5,000 there, because He knew they were tired and they were hungry. And so He cared about that, and He took care of the need. And so you see a merciful, compassionate God that set people free from their addictions and prisons. You see a Father that was merciful, and the woman that was caught right in the act of adultery, He totally set her free. And Jesus said, I don't accuse you. I don't condemn you. Go and sin no more. And so the woman that was a sinner that came and washed His feet with her tears and wiped them with her hair, he just said, hey, you're free. And so to know the Father is to now meditate on what Jesus did, because He's here to show us the image. How can we totally trust Father God with all of our heart if we don't know who He is? He's not what the religious people say, the legalistic and the religion. And I myself, before I received the revelation of grace, I had an image of Father God as a heavy taskmaster. Didn't know it, but I was an overachiever. And so every time God said, here's an assignment, here's your season, here's what you have to do, I saw I had to do it. And I took this heavy yoke on me, and I thought I had to perform. And I carried this heavy, heavy taskmaster image of Father God. But once I saw Him, God said, oh my goodness, Maureen, I've already done those things. I've already did it in the kingdom. I've already in grace set you up to win. You're just to receive what I've already done and let it flow through you. Oh my goodness, it so set me free to accept Father as a loving Father that does not condemn, shame, or accuse us. The word says that Jesus was made like the Father. So have a great Father's Day. Meditate on what Christ did and see your Father through those eyes. Father God. God bless you.